Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of InsideSync. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you were running faster and faster just to stay in the same place? Emails, meetings, family, errands, life piling up so quickly that even when you stop, your mind keeps racing. This podcast is about something simple but powerful, finding balance inside ourselves. I call it inside balance, that quiet space where things feel calmer, lighter, and in sync, even when the outside world is busy, unpredictable, and demanding. Why does inner balance matter? Have you ever felt like you were caught up in everything around you, work, family, social expectations, and lost touch with yourself in the process? Inner balance isn't about splitting your time 50-50 between work and life. It's not a math formula. It's a state of mind, that quiet sense of calm inside that tells you you're grounded, you're in control of your energy, your emotions, and your focus. We live in an age of constant information. The average person receives over 120 emails a day and checks their phone about 150 times daily. And here's the thing, our brains are wired for distraction. Neuroscientists call it the novelty bias. We crave the ping, the alert, the fresh message. That's why staying centered is tricky when the world keeps pulling at us. The cost, interrupted focus, declining productivity, and that creeping sense of being out of control. A study from the University of California, Irvine found that the average person is interrupted 11 times per hour, and each interruption reduces productivity by about 10%. But the good news is, our brains can adapt. Research into neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, shows that small, repeated habits can improve focus, reduce stress, and restore mental energy. Life moves fast. Meetings, deadlines, messages. But even the world's top athletes need recovery time and support along the way. And so do we. Short pauses, even just 60 seconds of mindful breathing or jotting down your thoughts, help reset your brain, recharge your energy, and release stress. That same Harvard study confirmed it. People who pause during the day are more creative and more effective at solving problems. These mental pit stops aren't just about focus. They give you emotional and internal stability. We often blame technology for making balance impossible. But in truth, technology can be an ally if we let it serve us instead of control us. Used wisely, it can remind us to take breaks, help us organize, and even track our mental well-being. Here are 3 simple ways you can try inside balance today. 1. Check in with your body. Take 1 minute to notice your breath, posture, and emotions. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? 2. Clear your mind. Write down every thought circling in your head. Messy or not, it frees up space inside. 3. Be kind to yourself. Drink a glass of water, step outside for fresh air, or let yourself rest without guilt. These practices don't take long, but done consistently, they refill your inner energy and make you ready for the challenges ahead. Inner balance isn't a finish line you cross. It's a journey, one built on patience, practice, and gentle reminders to yourself. You don't need a retreat or a perfect environment to find it. Sometimes, just a brief pause in the middle of a busy day is enough. There's a quote I love. We can't control the wind, but we can adjust our sails. Inside balance is that sail. It doesn't stop the storms, but it keeps you moving in the right direction. Remember, inside balance has always been there. It's just waiting for you to notice it. With small daily habits, you can stay calm, creative, and intentional, even when the world feels chaotic. Thank you for joining me on this very first episode of InsideSync. Think of this podcast as a quiet corner you can return to anytime. No pressure, no judgment, just space to reflect and realign.